Yo, what is up guys? Digi here, and today I'm coming at you with an Overwatch video, and I'm happy to be playing Overwatch again. I haven't played it in a little bit, but now we are back. You know, I haven't played it because I've just been super busy, but now we are back with a Poppin' Zenyatta competitive video. So now, this video is going to be how to play, or like a guide to play Zenyatta in competitive mode, because I've been playing Zenyatta a lot in competitive recently. I actually got a ton of wins with Zenyatta, been ranking up through the competitive ranks here, and I'm coming at you guys with some tips because I don't see a lot of Zenyatta players in competitive. So I'm going to tell you guys, like, you know, what is good to play Zenyatta in competitive. So if you guys don't know, Zenyatta is a support character within Overwatch, and he also has the ability to deal massive damage, so he can really play as an offensive hero if you really have to. But first of all, we're just going to get into Zenyatta and get into his abilities. So his two abilities, Shift and E, he has an Orb of Discord and an Orb of Harmony. You can throw an Orb of Harmony to a teammate to restore their health, and if you throw an Orb of Discord to an enemy, it makes them super squishy. You get a huge damage buff when you hit that enemy, and you can just melt the enemy super fast. So this is where the damage comes in play. But my number one tip for Zenyatta is play him like a support character. Even though that you can deal massive damage with Zenyatta, you wouldn't go rush into the enemies with a Mercy. You still have to play him like a support character because you do only have 200 health. And this brings me to the health. You have shields for 150 of your health, so this really helps. Just try not to take too much damage and you will regenerate your health every time because you have shields instead of actual health or armor. So if you just keep regenerating your health, then you will not go down at all. I mean, it's really easy to just stay in the back. This is why you have to stay in the back, because Zenyatta can just get taken out by a sniper with a headshot really easily, or even something like a Reinhardt if he gets up close. But Zenyatta, if you do get into a 1v1 engagement, he's actually pretty good if you're accurate with your shots. The shots do have travel time, so it's a little hard. So that's my number one tip, just to stay back, stay with your teammates. You can still do massive damage, just try to deal it from afar and support your teammates by putting those Orb of Discords on the enemy and healing your teammates. So now you see here we have a Mercy and a Zenyatta, and Zenyatta is actually really good to couple with a Mercy because Mercy can play the role of the main support hero, and Zenyatta can play as like a secondary support hero because you can also play him as an offensive hero. As you see, Mercy's doing the bulk of the healing, and then I come in healing some of the enemies, and I can also deal damage to the enemies, pushing the payload even further ahead. So Zenyatta is really weird like this. You can be a huge support hero, just don't rush in. If you rush in, you're still a support hero, and support heroes can do a whole bunch of support. So with Zenyatta, it's mostly healing your teammates and dealing damage to enemies from afar. You can just seriously melt enemies. As you see, taking down that Reaper there who is in his ult. This Reinhardt's pushing me, and this is what I mean by one-on-one engagements. I probably could have won that even if my teammates didn't help me, just because I have the ability to just deal so much damage with Zenyatta. So if you do get on these one-on-one engagements, you can try to challenge, because he's one of the, like, he can do one of the most DPS out of any characters in the game, even though he is a support hero. And once you get your shot on with Zenyatta, you can melt people. You can also get critical shots, so definitely aim for the head with Zenyatta. Even though it might not seem like his little orbs would do critical damage, it does actually do extra critical damage, so it's actually really useful. And as you see here, I'm injured, but my shields can just regen, and then I got the Mercy healing me, so it was all good. You probably can't take a Tracer in 1v1s just because she's so fast. But now we're going to go to Zenyatta's ultimate. So Zenyatta's ultimate is called Tranquility, and you become immune to any damage while you do this. You become invincible for like 6 seconds while you do this, and you heal all the teammates around you. So now you've probably seen me in this gameplay use it, because you can counter other ultimates really well with this. You can counter a bunch of ultimates. You can get away with situations like that where the Tracer was about to kill me. I just pop it, and you have bonus movement speed. You move pretty fast when you're in it, and you just destroy when you're in this. So say if like a Reinhardt used his hammer and we were all stunned on the ground, I could spam Q, so right when I get up, all my teammates got healed. Reinhardt might be able to get one kill, but it's better than him wiping the whole team with one ultimate. So as you see here, I'm invincible, so I'm just using it to contest the cart and heal my teammates. And this is really good for contesting points, since you are invincible when you have this. So you can contest payloads, you can contest points, so enemies can't capture the point or push the payload even further. And you see, I'm not totally in the fight right here. Well, I am in the fight, but then I get hit by a sniper, and that's what I mean by snipers. but that's what I mean. I'm not totally up on the front lines. I'm letting the offensives and tanks do that. And even here, I'm back a little bit, but I'm still doing massive damage while healing my teammates. Because if you don't have a Mercy on your team, you're going to be the main healer, so you also have to pay attention to your teammates as well as the enemies. So as a Zenyatta playing the main support hero, you're always really busy in the fight. And I never had like a time or like a downtime within this whole game. I was always throwing orbs or trying to do damage to enemies or something like that. It's just very fast paced when you're playing Zenyatta. Because, you know, Mercy, you can just heal, you can jump from people to people. With Zenyatta, you can't jump from people to people. They kind of have to come to you. And here's me contesting the cart while I'm invincible. So that's actually pretty cool. And I healed a bunch of teammates up. So that's pretty awesome. And then here I can just take out the Lucio pretty easily if you can hit your shots. Because he had the Orb of Discord on him, you know, just taking down these enemies one after one. Give that Orb of Harmony to Junkrat. So my main tip is basically play Zenyatta like a support character. Honestly, if you play Zenyatta as a support character, it will be so much easier for you. If you try to play him as an offensive character, you'll probably die a lot because he is a little bit of a squishy hero. But you can definitely take on those one-on-one engagements if you really have to, just because of the Orb of Discord. And make sure you're always putting the Orb of Discord on enemies, especially in competitive, because one enemy down can make a difference for your whole team. And your teammates will often focus the enemy with the Orb of Discord because it's pretty easy to see when an enemy has that debuff on them. So you really just got to focus on the orbs. The orbs are the main deal. You always want to have a good orb on your teammate and a bad orb on one of the enemies. So now, yeah, there's some characters that can counter the orbs, like you can't throw it through Reinhardt's shield, which is really annoying. You can't throw it through Winston's little bubbles, shields like that, and like Zarya's shields that she puts on people. As you see there, I just nipped that quick, easy kill right there. So that's how you can play him. And then I got away from the diva because she tried to just kill me, get me alone, but I just got away using the tranquility. So that was pretty cool. You know, you can get out of these tight situations, and your ult charge is really fast, so use it whenever you can. Because in competitive, it all matters about that win. So whenever you have your ult, try to contest the payload, contest the point. Just contest whatever you can, but make sure you get out before your ult ends, because you'll get melted once you lose that invincibility. And that really sucks once you lose your invincibility. So now, as a Zenyatta, you can actually focus tanks pretty hard, because you have so much damage. But remember, you can't really win too many 1v1 engagements versus tanks just because they have so much more health than you. You can win 1v1s against most offensive characters if you're skilled with him, and he's just a really good character to play in competitive. He's very diverse. You just have to know how to play him. So now, as you see here, I'm healing enemies while also dealing damage to a bunch of enemies. I'm healing teammates and dealing damage to enemies. The only downside to Zenyatta is that he's really squishy, but he does have his shields, so he does regen his shields pretty easily, and if he's damage boosted, he can kill super fast. So I think Mercy and Zenyatta is really good. If you have a group of friends you play with, try to couple on Mercy and Zenyatta together, or even if you play randoms, you know, type in the chat, like, you know, Mercy, Zenyatta, you can damage boost, you can heal each other. It's just a really good combination. As you see here, I'm healing my teammates, contesting the cart with all that ult again. And yeah, the ultimate is just really good. It's really easy to use. You really don't have to have any skill to use the ultimate. And here we go. I'm picking at this Lucio. He's trying to contest the cart by jumping around. I'm slowly picking at him, keeping that Orb of Discard on him so he can't regen too much health. And yeah, guys, this was just some tips for playing Zenyatta. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't done an Overwatch video in a little bit. Oh, and as you see there, you know, I could have used my ultimate if I had it, but I just put an orb on them and hope they survived when they were stuck in Zarya's ultimate. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a cute little Overwatch video. Cute little Overwatch video. Yeah, sure. Cute little Overwatch video on some tips on playing Zenyatta in competitive mode. I've gotten tons of wins with Zenyatta. Honestly, it's really useful to have him on your team. I'm just going pretty ham in this gameplay here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you like Overwatch. We got Destiny Rise of Iron soon, guys. Rise of Iron is just around the corner, so subscribe for that. And subscribe if you like big titties. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Digirex, guys. Hope you have a good day. Peace.